When you're in your 20s, it's the perfect time to learn to balance your financial obligations while making short and long-term goals, because the age between 20 and 40 can make or break you financially. It's typically a time when you start building your career, gain valuable experiences, and become financially independent and established. It's also a time when you may be considering making big-ticket purchases, such as buying a car or a house. And of course, it's also a time when many of us start settling down with a life partner and consider having a family. Each decision you make during this stage of your life will have a significant impact, not only in the here and now, but also in the long term. Make the right decisions and you'll be set for life. Make the wrong moves and you'll spend the rest of your life paying for them. Right now, nearly 75% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. About another 40% don't have the flexibility to cover a surprise $400 expense. Think about how limiting that lifestyle can feel. Limited housing options, limited travel opportunities, limited extra income, if there is any. These limitations are often the result of making one or more of the money management mistakes outlined in this resource. Some of these mistakes can cause serious damage right now, while others, you often won't face the consequences until it's too late. Either way, you could potentially lose out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, be neck-deep in debt, or look back when you're 80 and regret never being able to take your dream vacation. The key to avoiding this limited lifestyle is minimizing your financial mistakes while you're young, so you can maximize your financial success later on. Building good habits now can help you avoid making common mistakes in the coming years and help set you up for financial success. When I was young and fresh out of college, I told myself that because I had a degree and a new job that I deserved to live in a nice apartment and drive a nice car. I felt entitled to those things. This kind of entitles mentality can lead people to buy unnecessary and often expensive things. My parents live in a nice house, so I should live in a nice house. My friends eat out all the time. I deserve that too. My neighbor drives a nice car, so I should drive a nice car. These types of expenses give the appearance of financial freedom, when in reality, they can bog you down financially, especially when you're in your 20s and don't have the income to support it. If you're not careful, you could find yourself with an unmanageable car payment, house payments, or spending habit that will drain money from wealth-building assets. Foolish purchases are the fastest way to ruin your chances of financial freedom. One of the best ways to keep your money mentality in check is to clearly prioritize what you spend money on. If you like to travel but don't care about what kind of car you drive, focus on putting your money towards future trips. If you're interested in fixing up an old car and don't mind not having the nicest house on the block, then save for and spend your money on your wheels. A common money mistake young adults make is losing track of their finances. Do you check your bank account frequently? How much money do you spend on groceries each week? Have you looked at how much your electricity bill costs month over month? Knowing the answers to financial questions like these is key to managing your money effectively. Not tracking your money can lead to various financial challenges and missed opportunities for building wealth. When you fail to monitor your income and expenses, it becomes difficult to understand where your money is going and how you can optimize your financial situation. Moreover, you may overlook important expenses, such as bills or debt payments, leading to missed payments, late fees, or even debt accumulation. Creating a budget is essential, as it helps gain a clear understanding of the financial situation, track the income, expenses, and savings, and make informed decisions about spending habits. By establishing a system to track your finances, whether through budgeting apps, spreadsheets, or simple pen and paper, you gain control over your money. You can prioritize your expenses, avoid unnecessary purchases, and ensure that you are living within your means. Don't fall into the trap of classic financial mistakes. Most of us have some kind of idea of how we want our lives to look. Living in a beautiful house on a hill, taking you to Australia for a summer getaway, or driving a brand new car that you love getting in the driver's seat of. We catch ourselves fantasizing in class or describing them to friends. But what does dreaming have to do with avoiding financial mistakes, you might ask? Everything. Without a why, a reason or goal for money management, financial discipline becomes cold, calculated, and downright boring. We become penny pinchers instead of dream chasers. So many of us clip our own wings because we don't think we can make our dreams actually happen. We lie to ourselves by believing we're not smart or disciplined enough, that we don't come from successful stock. Believing these lies lays the groundwork for a life of disappointment and mediocrity. It is possibly the greatest money mistake of them all. The only way around this mistake is to stop believing the lies you tell yourself. The economy has to be really good for me to make it is a lie. You can learn how to automate your financial life, including putting your wealth creation plan on autopilot. I had to come from a financially successful family to be financially successful is a lie. You can learn about personal finances and how to make money differently so you can control your present and ensure a bright financial future. Not taking calculated risks can often hinder personal and professional growth. While it's natural to feel hesitant about stepping outside one's comfort zone, avoiding risks altogether can lead to missed opportunities and stagnation. A few calculated risks in your 20s can be a refreshing, healthy experience that helps prepare you for future challenges. Deciding to invest some of your money in the stock market, or taking out a loan to open your own small business, are examples of calculated risks that may feel treacherous at first, but can pay off as you age. It is also important to understand that money invested in the stock market or in a new business can be lost, so you should carefully weigh the risks and benefits before you make any investment, and only invest money that you are willing to put at risk. According to Forbes, risk-taking is fundamental to sound investing. Without risk, there could be no return. It's as simple as the law of supply and demand. Evaluating your risk appetite can help you make decisions about how to build wealth and equity, grow your savings, and invest your money wisely. A little carefully considered risk can go a long way to teaching you the ins and outs of managing your finances. It's no secret that college is expensive. However, you may be lulled into a false sense of security, that all your college expenses are covered by student loans or scholarships. There are still plenty of out-of-pocket costs that can easily balloon over time if you're not careful. Depending on your financial situation, you may be responsible for buying your own clothing, healthcare, transportation, textbooks, and supplies. Ultimately, these expenses can add up quickly, even before your classes begin. To keep your spending under control, make a budget for each semester. Look for ways to cut costs where possible, like taking public transportation to class instead of paying for a parking pass, living at home the first year, if you're nearby, or living off campus with roommates to lower the cost of room and board. Keep a close eye on your spending habits to avoid splurging, and take advantage of any student discounts at local restaurants, bars, and shops. With careful spending and a budget, you can help fund your college years without adding excessive debt on top of student loans. When you learn how to save, spend, and invest money differently, you'll see that you don't have to be the smartest person in the room to reach your dream. You just have to believe in yourself and your financial future. What's one financial mistake you wish you had avoided in your 20s? And what steps are you taking now to rectify it or prevent it from happening again? Share your action plan in the comments below.